Your take coming out of the Sunday night game is what, Chris? What do you got?
Well, first off, going into the Sunday night game, you're like, oh, Kansas City is still the best team in the AFC. Okay. And then you get into the Sunday night game, and there's a lot of talk about the Eagles, how they're not as good. And I would agree. Like, I think it's a little bit more uphill, a little tougher sledding this year than it was last year, but they still play a style of football that it's just hard to deal with if you're like the Miami Dolphins. And, I know the penalties didn't go their way. Okay. I got to get that out there for the Dolphins fans. I know you had guys down, but that Eagles secondary was depleted, and this was your chance. You had to run the ball. And the Eagles have done a great job all year of stopping the run game with a light box, and they forced them into 3rd and longs. At the end of the day, the Dolphins scored 10 points offensively. And for all the flash and flare, I think the Eagles just came in and said, hey, they're like a team. They're like a sports car, right? Like the Dolphins are like a sports car. Well, a nice flat F1 surface, that's like the Panthers and, whoever else they played, the Broncos, that sort of thing. The Eagles want to muddy things up, and they have the capability to do that. And even when the run game wasn't going, they just stuck with it. And I thought the D-line did a great job when they had the opportunity to pressure Tua. I talked about it coming into the game. Tua is as good as anybody in the league with a clean jersey. But when he's pressured, he's 40% completion. He's 48 passer rating. That sandwiches him between Zach Wilson and the other guy in the AFC East. I'm trying to remember who the other guy, Mac Jones. So, no disrespect. I think he's a great player. But the formula against Tua is if you can pressure him, and with the game on the line, I did not think that was PI on Mostert. I'll give you the face mask for sure. I also didn't see anybody talking about Eli Apple getting there early on A.J. Brown, the very possession before that, which got them off the field. But I think with the game on the line, you get pressure in the middle, and it hurt them that another guard went down and win. Tua throws a pop fly, and the Eagles cash in. I thought it was Jalen Hurts is going to take a lot of lumps. He would have took even more if he lost the game, but he played some hero ball in spots. And, I know the turnovers are up, but that 4th and 3, when you got to have it, it's terrifying. We talk about it on this show and my show all the time, Rich. Mm-hmm. When you are in that middle 8, the 4 minutes before the half, the 4 minutes after the half, things can change so quickly for you playing against the Dolphins. And I thought the Eagles having the balls to throw the ball on 4th and 3 in that situation, knowing if you give it back to them at about midfield, they might go down and score, and they come out of the half with the ball. Jalen Hurts making that throw in the backbreaker to A.J. Brown. I think he's playing hurt, and I think he did enough to win this game for them. I can't say enough about him. Imperfect, but just a gutsy performance.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.